Hello, everyone. Good evening. And also, today we are starting part 12 of What If Izuku was Isekaid to Naruto. And pretty much the last part, it was just a calm part, pretty much about like showing their lives and stuff like that, everything about them, and pretty much them pretty much just you guys seeing their personal life and stuff like that, and how pretty much they act with nothing on stressed and stuff like that. Pretty much it was a bit of a romantic one, and also that was the quirk test, the little quirk test. Pretty much oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you that Shoto was fifth, and Shoto actually was not happy about that, which I actually forgot to add on the last part, but pretty much yes. Either way, I'll quit my yapping and let's continue with the what if, because I know that you guys have been waiting for it. And sorry. Yes. So, I digress and let's continue with the what if. So, we begin where we last left off. Everyone gets ready to go change, and pretty much they're in the changing uniforms. With Mineta, of course, not gonna do what he did last time and be a peeping Tom. And he looks at Izuku, and Izuku just does a quick glance at him with, how someone is scared of that person, pretty much looks away instantly. With pretty much Izuku just smiling, saying, "Hey, Mineta." With Mineta just kind of saying, "Yes, sir," pretty much just shaking violently, and Izuku says, "If you act good, I'll give you a prize. Oh, and don't worry, you're not gonna regret it." With Mineta saying, confusing, huh? With Sasuke knowing what he's gonna do, saying, "Izuku, do you think that's a good idea?" With Bakugo a bit confused but somewhat understands, but he doesn't know what they're talking about, saying, what are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? With Izuku saying, "Oh, I was just thinking of giving him a bit of a prize. Since, remember the books I showed you, Katsuki?" With Katsuki instantly remembering what he read on those books, he blushed completely red, saying, "I don't know what books you're talking about. Okay, goodbye." Instantly, Bakugo just finished changing and he just left. He ran so fast that even the ninjas couldn't catch up to him. With pretty much Karin actually, Jiro actually hearing this thing, huh? With Karin saying, what's happening, Jiro? With Jiro saying, I think your boyfriend's trying to, I don't know, make Mineta into, I don't know, trying to calm down Mineta or something? And he said something about a book, with instantly hearing the word book. Karin instantly just stood up straight, and she's like, "Oh dear God." Well, it's been okay. I'm gonna go. Bye. Take care. Have fun. Bye. With instantly, Jiro and the other girls were so confused of what the fuck she's talking about. She was, and pretty much Mina says, "What just happened?" Pretty much confused. With pretty much Karin saying, "Izuku, if I think I know what you're gonna do, oh dear God, I'm happy that you care about that much, but I don't think it's gonna end up well. I really have a bad feeling about this." With pretty much, going back to Izuku, of course, and Sasuke, pretty much they finished changing and everyone left, with Mineta kind of feeling a bit better, and pretty much, it was a bit of a deal that if Mineta doesn't do any pervy stuff, Izuku would give him a gift, which he would love completely. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So pretty much, Mineta took the deal. But there was something he wouldn't know. Izuku, Sasuke would constantly watch him to see if he does anything perverted. Let's just say he'll be taught a lesson. Let's just say that. And not the best kind of lesson. But I digress. And pretty much a few days later, is the next. It's the field trip, the actual field trip, with everyone pretty much being told about. Oh, actually, I forgot something about the scene. Pretty much, they have to choose the council president, which of course, and also I think it was the treasurer or I forgot what it was. I think it was the treasurer, but pretty much it was both Izuku and Sasuke. Of course, who wouldn't? But pretty much they both accepted it, and of course they took responsibility, and they will take great responsibility of it. But and pretty much, of course they would understand. But sorry, not but. And pretty much, lunch happened, and of course, same thing as canon, that everyone was running away because of the alarm, because no one knew what was happening. With Izuku, Karin, Katsuki, and Sasuke pretty much instantly being on their guard, not pulling out their weapons, but being on guard. And let's say Izuku told Sasuke and Karin to look around what's happening. With them pretty much running around normally, not doing like little ninja vanish, I forgot what it was called, but pretty much the Rising or whatever it's called. And pretty much Sasuke saw, pretty much was able to see what was happening. It was just pretty much the news reporters just sneaking into UA. With pretty much Sasuke telling to Naruto, pretty much quickly running back, with pretty much telling him that it's just the news, with Izuku saying, okay, you know what you're gonna have to do, right, Sasuke? With Sasuke pretty much shaking his head, with Karin pretty much being thrown a kunai, and she understood what that meant. Pretty much they figured out what was happening, and pretty much there was a little note saying, throw it to the front of the stairs, to the front of the group. Pretty much, and Karin sees the note, and of course she threw it all the way to the front of the exit, with pretty much Izuku instantly teleporting there, with everyone confused saying, huh? What the? With Izuku instantly yelling out saying, what's wrong with you? With pretty much everyone saying, we're trying to run away. With Izuku saying, and we're supposed to be heroes, aren't we? We're heroes in training, yes, but still, we're learning how to be heroes. And you are all pretty much running away from it. Yes, we're not actual real heroes, and pretty much he talks no jutsu as everyone saying that if all of you are supposed to be heroes, is this how you're all gonna act, trying to save people, trying to save your own lives? Unbelievable. With of course Izuku saying it in a way to try to make everyone think of what they're doing, which of course works really well, and everyone's thinking saying, what the hell are we doing? We're supposed to be heroes. The kid's right. Of course, everyone starts thinking of what they did to their actions. And of course, Izuku did yell. It was just pretty much the news team and stuff, whatever, outside the gate that were able to sneak in. But something felt off for Sasuke. He felt like he pretty much, of course, saw the whole area and thought that no one could sneak in. And of course, but something made him feel off. It didn't make him feel. It's kind of like be on guard for anything, but not instantly be on guard with like pulling out your weapons. You know what I mean? And pretty much Karin and Izuku actually noticed this, because of course those two, they all know each other. With Izuku saying, "What's up, Sasuke?" With Sasuke saying, "Something feels off." Izuku asking, with Karin asking, "What is it, Sasuke? What do you feel that's off?" With Sasuke saying, "How could the news reporters get into UA so easily, even though the doors were closed and the fence were high enough that no one could climb over? And also, it's electrified, which is weird." With Izuku saying, "Wait a minute, that's true." So pretty much all three of them go outside, but not pretty much go from the back and to like the back where there's like an exit, and pretty much Izuku just grabs the fence, and the power's off, which is extremely weird. And of course, you might be saying, why the hell is he so confident in just grabbing? What if it was actually on? No. Pretty much both Sasuke and Izuku and Karin actually noticed that the guy was actually literally the guy that was like pretty much one of the news reporters that were going through the fence were not electrocuted. And of course, it was like it was a bit of a tight fit, but pretty much you can go through the hole for like an adult can go through. And pretty much Sasuke was able to see this, and he actually asked about Aizawa about how the fence, what does the fence do? And of course Aizawa told him it was electrified, and mostly, and yes, and of course, and there's some other defenses if some other like quirked person will go in through it, if they're a threat, if like it shows the quirk. Pretty much there's like a lot of things happening, but pretty much instantly, Izuku really was questioning this, with Karin also. With Bakugo pretty much saying, what the? Why are you guys out here? Pretty much saying that Izuku's holding onto the fence, saying, what the hell are you? But instantly he stops when he sees the fence is not electrocuting him, or nothing. There's no sound, no nothing, no buzzing sound. Which kind of surprises him, saying, what the? With Sasuke saying, there might be a traitor among us. With Bakugo saying, what? How? With Karin saying, if the power was still on, no one would be able to go through that hole, and no one would be able to create that little entrance. So, there might be someone that's a traitor here. With pretty much surprising Bakugo saying, what? We have to tell with Izuku saying, no, don't. With Bakugo saying, yes, but what about... With instantly Izuku saying, don't. With Sasuke and Karin saying, we agree. With Bakugo saying, huh? What do you mean? With Izuku saying, if we talk now, and pretty much looking around saying, if we talk now, the traitor would know that we're onto him, and he would make it much more difficult to find out who it is. So, and pretty much says, don't tell anyone, only the people you truly trust. And only between 4 of us. We can tell Mr. Aizawa, yes. But, actually, I think it's not Aizawa. With pretty much Karin saying, with pretty much Sasuke saying, why isn't him? With Karin saying, he doesn't seem like the type, and it doesn't feel like it's him. And there's actually something weird that I felt during the lunchtime, which I thought was just because of the news team, but actually, with Bakugo saying, what are you talking about? With pretty much Izuku saying, Bakugo, you remember what we told you about ninjutsu, right? With Bakugo shaking his head saying, it's a way of trying to use your energy, pretty much using the energy within your body, no? With Izuku saying, that's correct. So, we can also sense other energies, but there's some better than others. For example, you can see Karin here, right? With Bakugo agreeing, shaking his head saying, yeah, what about it? With Izuku saying, well, Karin is one of the best sensors in our group. With pretty much Bakugo saying, oh, so, well, what's wrong? With pretty much Karin saying, the weirdest thing is that I was able to feel people, I was able to feel mostly the people outside, but it was difficult to sense some people in the inside because, there was like clusters of people and it was kind of dizzying. So I mostly just focused on the outside, which of course there was just a news team, but there was this one guy and he was too close to the fence, which I was a bit worried, but then thought maybe it's just his fault being a reporter. And then instantly the guy just walked away. And there was some type of malicious aura surrounding him too, which was weird. Izuku, Sasuke, and Bakugo listen, and Izuku says, that might be our first suspect. With Sasuke saying, I agreed. So, who are we gonna have to tell? Because we are just, technically we're kids in this world. With Izuku saying, agreed. So, instantly, let's say, Aizawa says, you kids are out here? Come on, get to class. With Izuku saying, okay, Aizawa. pretty much they all get to class, and everything goes the same way as canon. Everyone in class is a bit down because they were actually part of the people that were running. Well, some of them, not all of them. With pretty much actually them thinking that if they want to be heroes, they have to try to help people, not run for their own lives, you know? Pretty much they were... Izuku just talking no jutsu to them. That's the best... That's just what I'm gonna say when he, like, does a bit of a speech, you know? Yeah. With instantly, Izuku and Bakugo and pretty much all of them go to the field trip, same as canon. With pretty much Aizawa, pretty much they all go to the school bus, and also we're told that they can have their hero costume. With, of course, I forgot to say this. Oh, wait, shit. I forgot something. How could I... Oh, my God. I was too focused on the USJ that I forgot about the hero versus villains test. Oh, my God. I forgot... Oh, my God. I literally skipped it. It just came to my mind when I felt like something was wrong. Sorry. Actually, forget. They're not going to the field trip yet. Sorry. Go back a bit. redo. But pretty much the same thing as canon happens. But the field trip doesn't happen yet. So, sorry. Yeah, please forgive me. Don't hate me, please. So, yeah. Pretty much All Might goes into the classroom, same as canon, saying, I am here. Pretty much, of course. With, of course, everyone excited with pretty much all four. Of course, Izuku is also kind of admires him, with pretty much Sasuke and Karin also, but they're not like crazy, like saying yes, oh my, pretty much, you know, with all of them pretty much calm, with everyone, with of course saying the hero versus villain training, same as canon, being given their suits, with Izuku's, Sasuke's, and Karin's are different. They, believe it or not, for Izuku's, it's pretty much going to be like the same suit that he has right here, but pretty much instead of like sleeveless, it's going to have sleeves. And also it's going to be like a regular kind of like a ninja suit with pretty much the color, just like, you know, like the little edges have the color green on it. And pretty much Izuku has his little bandana with it, and of course he has what was it called? What was the secret police force called in Naruto? Wait, let me see it again. Okay, it took me a bit, but I remember now. It's Anbu. Pretty much each of those three have an Anbu mask, but each one has a different color and a bit of a different design. So pretty much, and also I actually thought of a little cool design for Izuku, and pretty much he still has the same mask as canon that he has, like, you know, like a little thing as canon, but it's a bit different. It has like a little air canister which you can breathe underwater, and also like these little, and you know, like the little guards in his arm, kind of like what Sasuke had, like the arm warmers, whatever it's called, or leg warmers, whatever it's called. Pretty much he has like these little guards that are protecting his legs, but they have like these little weapons in it, pretty much like some has like electrocution, some have health, like pills, first aid, fire, ice, etc., etc. But it's mostly like a little, like, how do you say? It's almost like a little battery. And for Izuku, there's like these little kunais that he thought of, and pretty much it can come out of his little arm wristband thing, but he still has his other ones in his right hand. So pretty much in the left, it's like these like kunais that have like these little, like this little slot that you can put like pretty much the little battery things, and you can put them in the kunai, and of course it has that little effect when you throw it, it hits the ground or any impact with the person, it can freeze them pretty much. And pretty much for Sasuke, it helped. He has the same kind of outfit. Pretty much nothing's changed much, but pretty much his suit is more like fireproof, waterproof, electric proof, etc., etc. You can guess. With pretty much Sasuke's mask actually helps him with longer ranges. With also Izuku, with the longer, like having a further view. You know, the person won't be able to know that he or she is looking at your eyes, but you pretty much can still get them in a genjutsu, kind of like that. It's almost like maze quirk. You can, you know. And pretty much it's kind of like that, but a bit better. And pretty much for, of course, for Karin, she also has an Anbu outfit, kind of like Izuku's, but a bit more different. It's more like it's kind of like a blood red, and pretty much it has like heat resistance, pretty much all you can think that's like resistant to, you can think of. And pretty much she has the same things as Izuku, but not all of them. She does have some other supplies. She has like medical supplies. She has like it's mostly like medical supplies, medical needles and stuff like that. She's pretty much, of course, the medic of the group, like I said. But she has some defenses, and pretty much she has that, like, let's say she also was able to think of making a shield too. Like, like in the wrist, pretty much it's almost like a Captain America shield, kind of like that. But pretty much from the wrist, she can like open it with like a type of like movement, almost like that. Pretty much she can like try to push it out, like the shield. It's like surrounds it, kind of like that. You know what I mean? Pretty much that's the best I can explain. And pretty much that's their suits, and of course each of them have a different scarf. Of course Izuku's is green. Sasuke's is, of course, like a really dark blue, like a navy blue, pretty much. With Karin's having a blood red, of course. Oh, and Izuku's, actually, instead of like just being a regular black clothes, it's gonna be like, actually, it's gonna be green, dark green. Yeah. With everyone really shocked, and also were really thinking it's super cool how their suits are. With pretty much everyone going up to them saying, "Whoa, cool suit!" With all three of them saying thanks. With, of course, Izuku, Karin, and Sasuke pretty much moving their mask out of the way. And pretty much Izuku, Kirishima, there it is. I had a brain fart right there. But pretty much Kirishima looks at Karin, and he starts blushing, and then he looks at Izuku. He walks up to him and says, "Whoa, your suit looks manly." With Izuku saying, "Thanks. Your suit looks cool too." With Kirishima saying, "Thanks, but it's nothing much." With also Izuku looking around him saying, "It would have worked too if you had a jacket. That would have looked even cooler too." With Karin saying, "Yeah, that actually would look nice on you." With, of course, Kirishima kind of blushing on the comment that Karin said, and Sasuke actually noticed this, but kept his mouth shut for a bit until Kirishima left. With, of course, Kirishima saying, "Thanks, yeah." With, of course, everyone talking with them, with Uraraka looking at Izuku, and pretty much sees him smile. She can't help but blush, but then she looks at Karin, just smiling and looking at that, giving him that look, of course, like madly in love with him. With Uraraka just being jealous, angry, but she tries to compose herself. With pretty much everyone goes, and pretty much just to save time, everything goes the same thing as canon. Pretty much Izuku and Uraraka, which kind of complicates things a bit. With Izuku feeling a bit awkward being with Uraraka, but he just says, "Beggars can't be choosers." And of course, Izuku did have that moment, did have experience of working with people that you don't like, just getting over it, just getting over with it, you know? Because in life, you actually have to work with someone you really don't like, you know? With Karin, seeing this, she gets a bit mad, and she looks at Izuku, but he pretty much puts up his arm saying, it was not my choice. I was forced to, okay? There's gonna be nothing between us, I swear. Pretty much giving him that look like, I'm innocent. I'm an innocent man, I swear. Just don't kill me, please. With Karin saying, "Good." And then she looks back at them, and pretty much Karin, and it's gonna change a bit with Karin and Kirishima. And pretty much Sasuke with some other classmate. Pretty much to save time, pretty much to save time, let's just actually skip. Pretty much every other fight goes the same way as canon for everyone else. But for the three that I'm mostly looking forward to is pretty much, of course, Izuku versus Bakugo. with Ida, and of course, his teammate is Ochako, with, of course, I forgot the other two's names, but pretty much, of course, Karin and Kirishima going against other two Class 1A students, and of course, Sasuke with, let's say Denki. Denki, yeah. Denki, and pretty much going against other two Class 1A students. Of course, we skip pretty much going every fight is the same thing as canon, with some fights a bit differently. Some win, some lose, yes, etc. We go to Izuku's and the Ochako's fight, with pretty much Izuku scanning pretty much looking at the tablet, scanning all the rooms and stuff like that, and pretty much like focusing, with Ochako just looking at him, just admiring how focused he is. With pretty much Ochako saying, "So, how are you?" With Izuku responding, "Oh, I'm good. You?" Pretty much still focusing, not giving a look at Ochako, pretty much just focusing on the plans and how everything that's important for the parts and stuff like that. With pretty much of course, Ochako says, "So, what's the plan, handsome?" With Izuku just stopping and just looks at her saying, "What?" With Ochako saying, "You heard me. What's the plan, handsome?" With literally Izuku was a bit uncomfortable saying, "Well, plan 1, don't call me that ever again." And plan 2, pretty much he just makes a plan saying, "Okay, so I think that I think Kachan is going to be mostly going for me, so you should probably go towards the bomb, and I think you should wait there until I get there." With pretty much Ochako saying, "Okay, I guess that will work." And of course she's thinking, saying, "What? Really? He didn't even give me a glance. The only thing that did make him give me a glance was pretty much just him to tell me stop flirting with him. God damn it." Ugh. Of course, Ochako is pretty much annoyed by this, because of course she has a crush on Izuku. And let's continue. Pretty much we continue with, of course, everything goes kind of the same way as canon, but Bakugo isn't like pissed at Izuku, like angry, like wants to kill him and assert dominance. Pretty much Izuku, Sasuke, and Karin pretty much showed him, pretty much put him, like, knocked him down a few notches, like, they took him off his high horse, showing him that he's not that strong. He's strong, but not super strong, you know what I mean? Pretty much, they also kind of taught him about discipline, respect, also having a cool head. Of course, Bakugo did, of course, change in this What If, becoming more of a cool-headed person, but if you talk trash about him or anyone he cares about, he'll have that Bakugo attitude, being angry at everything. But pretty much, yes. Let's continue with Bakugo saying, "Look, you stay here and keep the place safe." With Ida saying, with Bakugo saying, "Trust me, if no one's defending this, then we'll lose instantly. Trust me, I fought him before. He's strong. And also he's also faster than you, so he'll beat you in that category." With Ida kind of getting, like the arrow going through his chest like in animes, like saying, like with the insult saying, "Yeah, yes, I understand. I understand the plan. I'll try my best." With Bakugo saying, "Good. Look, if I don't come back, just stay on guard. Really on guard. Like you're about to die. Got it?" With Ida saying, "What do you..." With that, Bakugo just leaves, with Ida saying, "What did he mean by that?" Oh, and Ida will know. Ida will understand. With Bakugo saying, damn it." Pretty much he's excited, but also a bit afraid of fighting Izuku, because of course he was put in a genjutsu multiple times by both Sasuke and Izuku. With of course Izuku and Sasuke showing him how to get out of one, but Bakugo isn't like, he wasn't able to do, like, get out of genjutsu how originally you do, but he was able to get out his own way, but it took a while. It took a bit of a, let's say it took a bit of an hour for him to get himself out of a genjutsu, which is impressive in itself. If someone doesn't have, like, ninjutsu or anything, like chakra, pretty much like that. Of course, Bakugo was taught how to do taijutsu and stuff like that without using his quirk, which was actually extremely difficult for him, but also fun for him. But pretty much, we go back with Bakugo being excited to fight Izuku, showing that he became stronger, and also trying to test out how strong he got. With pretty much, they go in through the All Might says, "Now, hero team can go through the door, or enter the building." With, of course, Izuku putting on the mask saying, "Okay then, let's go." And also, without anyone knowing, his Sharingan appear for a second, but instantly he stops it. And instantly, Ochako felt a weird, and pretty much, like, for like this little second, for like this small amount of time that the Sharingans appeared, Ochako felt this weird aura about him, like this menacing aura that actually suddenly appeared, like bloodlust, which kind of scared Ochako a bit, because even for a second it kind of scared her. But Izuku pretty much gets her out of it, gets her out of that mindscape, and pretty much says, "Hey, come on, we're starting." With Ochako saying, "Oh yeah, okay." Instantly, Izuku was on guard, looking at every corner. With Izuku pretty much instantly just taking out one of his kunais and throwing it into a corner, places where they're not able to see. With Ochako saying, "Why do you keep doing that?" With Izuku saying, "Just in case if we have a little bit company." Instantly, they hear explosions. With Bakugo saying, "Come on, Izuku, let's go." With pretty much Izuku saying, "Huh? Yeah, that's the company I've been talking about." But pretty much in this in this what if, Bakugo is not like pretty much a hot-headed person. Pretty much he's cool, calm, and collected, and also thinks things through. And he understands in the situation he is in and his surroundings. Pretty much being taught by Izuku and Sasuke and Kari, like I said before. And pretty much, this time, in this what if, Bakugo will not let Ochako go into the pretty much Ochako get any further. With Izuku saying, "Look, he might go for you too, but that's a bit of a low chance, but there's still a chance. So you may want to keep your guard up." With Ochako being prepared saying, "Okay." With instantly Izuku and Bakugo just looking at each other saying, "Hey Bakugo, how you doing?" With Bakugo saying, "Nothing much, trying to win the test, trying to beat you and trying to win the test, even though that didn't happen as much, the usual." With Izuku saying, yeah, the usual." With Bakugo saying, "Don't you dare do that." With Izuku saying, innocently saying, "What are you talking about?" With Bakugo saying, "Don't you be a smart ass, okay? Don't you dare hypnotize me, damn it." With pretty much Ochako confused, saying, "Huh? He can hypnotize people?" With pretty much Ochako saying it out loud, saying, "Huh? Doesn't he only have one quirk?" With Bakugo saying, he learned how to hypnotize through reading books and also learning how to watch them on YouTube, practice. With Ochako saying, okay, that's understandable. And of course, Bakugo was actually screaming, like internally screaming, saying, "What the fuck? Why did I say that? Damn it! Oh, I'm an idiot! God damn it, you idiot! God damn it, Bakugo! You damn it!" Pretty much just cursing him, internally cursing himself, saying that he almost exposed Izuku. With Izuku saying, "Anyways," and pretty much they hear like the knuckle cracks. With, let's say there was like this camera perspective that Izuku was able to, that pretty much every other student was able to see Izuku from the front and pretty much Bakugo from the back, pretty much like in the fighting position. With Bakugo kind of sweating a bit, saying, oh crap, I think I fucked up." With, of course, pretty much battles happening. The fight kind of happens as canon, but pretty much instead, Bakugo kind of tries to stop Uraraka, but Izuku is kind of pretty much a handful. So Uraraka was able to go up the stairs and try to find the bomb. With Bakugo saying, "Damn it! Come on!" And pretty much, because of this Bakugo, it's a bit more, he is able to handle himself even more in this fight. And you already know why Izuku is able to handle this fight. You already know. If you didn't, just go watch the other parts, okay? So pretty much, the fighting scene kind of goes the same way as canon, but not as much, but some parts of it, With Izuku pretty much pinning Bakugo down to the ground with instantly using his Sharingan. He was pretty much about to use his Sharingan, with Bakugo saying, "Oh crap!" Of course, he uses a new technique, which is the flashbang one. With Izuku actually getting disorientated by this, Bakugo kicked Izuku off from him. Actually, no, punched him off. With pretty much Sasuke and Karin actually surprised with Izuku saying, "That's a new technique. Have you been training in secret?" With Bakugo saying, "Yeah, probably. Who knows? It's mostly a technique to defeat you." With Izuku saying, "I'm impressed. You're getting stronger, Bakugo. But let's see if that's gonna help you still." With Bakugo saying, "Let's find out." With, of course, with Uraraka trying to pretty much running around the whole building, looking from room to room, and pretty much hearing the explosions and also their fights are pretty much shaking the building. With both Izuku and Bakugo fighting, pretty much kicks, punches. With Izuku pretty much, like doing the backflip and kicking someone in the head. With Izuku pretty much doing that to Bakugo, hitting him up to the second floor. With Izuku saying, "Ah, crap." And also sorry for doing that, by the way. But pretty much, Izuku says, "Ah, crap, I accidentally put it too much force." With Bakugo saying, "Ah, damn it." With Izuku saying, "Ugh, that's gonna hurt in the morning." With Bakugo saying, "Yeah, no kidding." And pretty much he just shakes his head trying to get out of it. And of course he stands up. With, of course, he's bleeding a bit. With Izuku saying, "Are you okay?" With pretty much Izuku pointing at him. With Bakugo pretty much touching his forehead and seeing blood saying, "It's just a little bit of blood. Come on, let's fight." They both go back to their original fighting position. And of course fight continues. With actually Izuku getting a bit faster with Bakugo saying, "Ah, crap. Damn it." Of course, Bakugo tries to dodge in a bit more. He's able to dodge some of it, but some of the attacks are with like a bit of pretty much the end of a kunai. Not the sharp end, but pretty much the blunt end, With pretty much Izuku hitting at some of the points at the body where you can make the bodies go limp, With pretty much Izuku is hitting Bakugo. Pretty much Bakugo saying, "Ah, damn it, you cheap bastard." Pretty much trying to dodge some of the hits, which he's not able to. Instantly, he just gets tired because he was trying to punch everywhere. With the students are extremely shocked that he was able to do this so quickly, and they don't see the kunais. Well, they don't see it because Izuku throws some of the kunais really quickly, So it's almost like sleight of hand, Sleight of hand. And pretty much Bakugo just says, "Ugh," and just steps back a bit. And he sees that part of the hallway was filled with kunais, and he says, "Ah, fuck." Instantly Izuku just does it again, pretty much going quickly, just doing the I forgot what it. Oh god, my brain literally just made a brain. I literally just had a brain fart. Pretty much using the kunais, of course. And of course, Izuku goes towards him, and he was about to punch Bakugo. And Bakugo punched Izuku, and he thought he knocked him out, but instantly, he was going to go attack Izuku again, and he was going to punch the floor. But instantly he started falling, and he's like, "Ah, fuck." And he screamed. And that's when we realized that Izuku putted Bakugo in a genjutsu. The minute when Bakugo did the flashbang, pretty much it was kind of like the last second, but pretty much the flashbang did kind of affect Izuku a bit. But pretty much, Bakugo wakes up from it and like, "What the? Ah, fuck!" Of course, being taped up completely from Izuku's, pretty much saying, one of Bakugo Katsuki is captured, pretty much, With either saying, "What the? What?" And pretty much he goes in a bit of a remembering, like the voice of Katsuki saying, "Remember, be on your guard. And really be on your guard, like you're about to die. Like a life and death situation," kind of like that. with pretty much either saying, okay, no messing around. Instantly, Ida looks around, pretty much, of course, he did the same thing as Canon for Uraraka, taking all of the objects from the ground and stuff like that, with pretty much Karin being extremely excited and happy for Izuku, with Sasuke saying, that was I'm surprised. He developed a new move. With pretty much Karin saying, yeah, it's very surprising. First he was a knucklehead, but if you think about it, when he calms down, he's almost like a genius. Remember? Doesn't that remind you of two people? With Sasuke saying, yeah, it does. With pretty much Izuku just saying, oh my eyes, God. And he's getting a voice, and pretty much in the radio, pretty much the walkie-talkie that was given to them, pretty much he gets called on Uraraka, and Uraraka says, I found the bomb. It's on this floor and this place. With Izuku saying, yeah, I'll be there in a bit. Just hold on. And pretty much Baku says, did I actually blind you, or was that all actually a ruse? With Izuku saying, no, you actually got me. Pretty much he's like blinking like rapidly, trying to take away like the blinding light from it, like his vision, like blurry vision, stuff like that. And with Izuku saying, whatever I said in the genjutsu, it was really good, and you have become strong. Oh God. Oh, that legit feels like my eyes are gonna pop out. Oh, that was a good one, Katsuki. Good one, Kacha. Good one. Maybe next time you can become stronger. With Katsuki saying, yeah, I will. With pretty much Izuku walks away, pretty much holding onto the wall, saying, God, I can't see. I think I lost my sight. With Katsuki saying, stop being a baby and walk it off. With Izuku saying, you never been flashbang, damn it. Pretty much saying, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. With pretty much Izuku just pretty much grumbling, saying, you stupid son of a gun, I hate you. Oh, yeah, I don't get revenge for them. Pretty much Izuku's mumbling and grumbling. Of course, pretty much, he goes to the room with Uraraka, just seeing that Ida is a bit serious, but also he does the same thing as Kanon, trying to pretend that he's a villain, saying, yes, villains. Haha, heroes, I'm surprised you got here. With pretty much Ida saying, no. With pretty much, Izuku appearing next to Uraraka saying, what the, how did you, don't worry. And remember, yes, pretty much taking up a kunai that was put on like the little kunai that was put on Uraraka without Uraraka noticing. She's saying, how did you, Izuku saying, sleight of hand, it comes in handy. With pretty much Izuku saying, so, what do we have? With pretty much him saying that Ida is just literally pretending to be a villain, saying, yes, here, haha, heroes, I can't believe you got here so quickly. I guess I have to be serious. Pretty much, same as Canon. With Uraraka trying to hold in her laugh. With Izuku saying, he's like judging him, saying, he's got it almost there, but, he's just missing the actual feeling of it. Pretty much he's just judging on how close to a villain he is, which he's not close, but he's getting there, With pretty much Uraraka instantly laughing, with Izuku pretty much covering her mouth, saying, what are you doing? With Uraraka saying, pretty much Uraraka is just saying, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself, kind of like that, With pretty much Ida looking around saying, ha, heroes, I can't believe you got here so quickly. With Izuku saying, you try to get the bomb, I'll distract. With Uraraka saying, why don't you get the bomb? With Izuku saying, I need to give credit to some of my teammates, don't I? With pretty much All Might hearing this, he smiles, because Izuku doesn't want to get all the glory, With pretty much Izuku is just saying, okay, ready? Pretty much instantly summoning 5 kunais. With Uraraka saying, how did you... Well, let's go. Pretty much Izuku throwing each kunai in a different corner. With Izuku saying, well then, Ida, I am here, a hero. I'm here, a hero. to save this building, and you, villain, will not stop me from saving people. With of course Izuku playing along. With Ida saying, "Aha! I see, a hero. Well, now where's your partner, hero?" Of course, Izuku playing along saying, "I don't know. I just really hope they would be able to get to the bomb, but I have to distract you. But sadly, I'm on my own here." With pretty much, Ida saying, "Haha, you think you can't fool me? Yes, this is gonna be our greatest battle." Of course, Ida went to fighting Izuku, with Izuku dodging pretty much most of the kicks, which Izuku says, you shouldn't just use your kicks, your legs, right? You have arms too, right? With pretty much Ida still in his character saying, "Why are you giving advice to a villain?" With Izuku saying, "Well, I would like to have an interesting fight with this villain, because I don't want to make it too easy." Of course, Izuku says this while dodging. With, of course, Ida says, "Well then, I'll accept your challenge." Of course, Ida just keeps punching and trying to punch Izuku. And of course, he's fast, but Izuku's able to dodge it, of course, thanks to Isobu, increasing his speed and stuff like that. With pretty much Izuku just dodging what looks effortlessly and so smooth and fluid, like the dodging. With, of course, Karin just yelling, saying, "Yes, that's my boyfriend." With everyone looking at her, with her saying, "Sorry." With Sasuke saying, she just likes it to see how he fights so effortlessly. That's all. Don't mind her. With everyone looking away, with Kirishima hearing this, saying, "What the? He is her." And he sees Izuku with a bit of a smile, not too much of a big smile. It's kind of like a bit of a grin, yeah. Or smirk. Actually a smirk is better to say. With pretty much him getting a bit angry, but then he tries to calm himself down, but he can't stop feeling angry. It's annoying him, but he tries to calm down. And of course, they look back. With Izuku, of course, dodging it. With then instantly, All Might saying, "The heroes win!" With pretty much Ida saying, "What the? How?" Of course, seeing Izuku there. And then he looks back and he sees Uraraka pretty much holding on to the bomb. And Ida says, "Wait, how did you? But I sworn I could have seen you through the." With pretty much Uraraka moving out of the way and seeing a kunai right behind the bomb. With Izuku saying, "What? Then why didn't you end it?" With Izuku saying, "I asked her to. Besides, it was fun. It was a good fight." Pretty much Izuku putting his hand on Ida's shoulder and just smiling. And also, your villain impression is kind of lacking something. You just have to, it's like this. There's supposed to be a set of emotion for this, And also your laugh, not so much. It's not good at all. You gotta practice on that. But either way, you were getting close. You were getting there. With you just saying, I shall practice it. I shall practice it when I get home. Thank you." Pretty much, of course, everything ended for that test, and of course, Izuku was able to get Bakugo out of the handcuffs. With him saying, "How did it go then?" With Izuku saying, "Fun, interesting, I guess." With Bakugo saying, "Were you going easy on him?" With Izuku saying, "Who knows?" With Bakugo saying, "I know you and your girlfriend and your cousin." Of course, also saying that Sasuke is related to Izuku, but yes, I shall digress. To the next fight with Karin, pretty much with Kirishima, with Karin saying pretty much she actually acts more serious. At first, when she was not going to the field, she was all goofy, funny, nice, and stuff like that. But when she's on the field, at work, she actually Oh, by the way, I actually forgot. There's these little Sinbons. I think that's what they're called. What was his name? Wait, sorry. Yes, Haku. That's his name. Okay, so pretty much it was Haku. You know what the Sinbons that Haku has? Pretty much, Karin has. I forgot what it was, so I pretty much didn't add it. But then I remember. So yes, that's what she has. Pretty much, she does have Sinbons. Pretty much, And of course, she is good at it because, of course, Tsunade trained her in pretty much anything medical, and also, you know what I mean. So pretty much, Karina is like laser focused on the tablet, and she looks around of like the building, the room she thinks that they're gonna be in, and pretty much where she thinks they could be. She tries to think of plans of what she can do if she's the only one, or what plan she can do if Kirishima can do, like if he's alone. But pretty much, she can't think of any plans. But pretty much, Kirishima just looks at her and he kind of just admires, kind of the same thing as Uraraka, but he's not as flirty. But pretty much he just kind of is a bit of a shy person, like with the romantic thing, you know? So pretty much, Kirishima just kind of blushes at just the sight of her, with Sasuke noticing this again, with actually Izuku noticing this again, with him saying, I really hope that's just admiration. With Sasuke saying, I don't think so. With Izuku saying, your judgment's too good. And I was hoping I was right. With Sasuke saying, sorry about that. With, of course, all just seeing and Izuku just sighing, saying, let's just see. With, of course, the villain, pretty much, oh yes, the two students are going to be Zero and Mina. With instantly, All-Might saying, the heroes can enter the building. Of course, same as canon. With pretty much, Karin saying, okay. Let's get it. Let's go. Of course, putting on her mask. With, of course, Kirishima saying, whoa. So awesome. You know? Being in awe. With pretty much, both Karin and Kirishima pretty much on guard. Well, mostly Karin, with Kirishima just following, being like all chill and stuff, not like getting on guard. With Karin saying, get on guard now. With Kirishima just, of course, listening to her. Because right now he's like on simp mode right now, you know? So pretty much, of course, he just follows her. With pretty much Karin saying, okay, here's the plan. You try to look... pretty much he's explaining, but of course, Kirishima's not paying attention. With pretty much just saying, yeah, pretty much just answering without you know. With, of course, Karin saying, look, like, paying attention, and seeing that he's not paying attention, saying, he just snaps his finger in front of him, saying, hey, focus! Pretty much Kirishima saying, what, sorry, what? With Karin saying, did you listen to the plan? With Kirishima saying, somewhat, yeah? With Karin saying, okay, go find it. With, pretty much, Kirishima saying, oh, yeah, okay. And of course, he's trying to find the bomb. With, of course, Karin saying, he wasn't paying attention at all. And pretty much, let's just say the plan was pretty much Kirishima trying to go find both Mina and Zero and get their attention, and pretty much try to get them out of the room or whatever. And pretty much she will try to find but first, of course, Karin will try to find the room, with Kirishima going to be the distraction for them. With pretty much both Mina and Zero are going to try to focus mostly on Kirishima. With Karin is going to try to get to the bomb. And sadly, Kirishima did not listen. With, of course, Kirishima mostly finding the room first, and of course he just sees that it looks empty, with him saying, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna go get... Instantly, he just falls to the floor saying, pretty much screams down, falling to a floor, because he didn't notice literally the taped floor. Sorry, wait. So pretty much, with pretty much, both Zero's laughing, saying, He fell for it, Mina. It worked. What is Kirishima? Ah, crap. And instantly, he gets kicked in the face, which is from Mina. With, of course, pretty much Kirishima just saying, ow! With Mina saying, sorry, not sorry. And pretty much, Mina says, get ready to fight. With, of course, her energetic personality, she pretty much fight. They were able to fight and stuff like that. With, of course, with Kirishima having a bit of trouble, mostly because due to the acid. Well, Mineta is being careful with her acid, and pretty much not, throwing her acid towards, Kirishima, and pretty much trying to not to hurt him. It's mostly around him and with Kirishima just trying to dodge her attacks, which was for him difficult. With pretty much Karin, pretty much throws a senbon in the neck of Zero. With Zero not being saying, what's a bite? Did a bug bite me? And instantly he just is knocked out cold. And pretty much he's like sleeping, he's like snoring. With pretty much some of the students are worried saying, huh? Is he with All Might saying, he's fine, he's just knocked out. With everyone else confusing, what the, how did she, but, what? With both of course Izuku, Bakugo, and Sasuke, literally know the reason why he's knocked out. With Izuku kind of doing a bit of a devilish, like a bit of a devilish grin saying, good. I knew she would use it. With some of the students kind of a bit creeped out, mostly Mineta, being really scared. He's like, dear God, please, give me mercy. Please don't let me die here. I beg of you, please. With pretty much Mineta just praying to God on trying to survive the whole school year and pretty much help him. And pretty much, of course, it's like this light is like on top of like Mineta, pretty much anime style. Like you notice like the beam of light going down on Mineta when he's praying, like, God, please listen to my prayers. Kind of like that. With, of course, we go back to the fight with pretty much All Might saying, Zero down. Zero, I forgot his last name, is now unconscious, is out of the fight. With Mineta saying, what? How? With, of course, saying, sorry, but instantly she throws some acid onto the roof, like on the top of the roof for that floor, and pretty much, let's say, some of the rubble was able to fall onto Kirishima. With pretty much saying, ah, damn it. With, of course, Mina going up to him saying, sorry, but I can't fail this. Instantly, she goes up, and she does a bit of parkour up to the next floor. With, of course, Karin waiting, like, in front of the hole, saying, huh, what took you so long? With Mina saying, huh? Why didn't you? With Karin saying, I just wanted to enjoy a fight, why not? With pretty much Mina saying, weird, but okay then, let's go. Pretty much with a smile, and gets ready to fight. With Karin pretty much they're both going on fighting stance. With instantly Mina going towards her, using the acid to make her movement go faster. You know, like ice skating. With pretty much Karin pretty much able to dodge most of the attacks really. And of course some of the attacks got a bit of a lucky hit because she didn't step right. With of course Karin pretty much able to use a senbon mostly, and pretty much well, not a senbon, but pretty much she kind of does, you know, like what she does what the Hyuga do, pretty much hitting the points, but pretty much she kind of changed it to where any person can do it, you know, like the pressure points and stuff like that. She was able to modify it, which actually both Izuku and Sasuke know how to do it, but they just don't use it as often. They only use it when they need to capture someone and like interrogate them, you know. With pretty much instantly Karin did pretty much was able to do like what the Hyuga did, but with a different form. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much they were able to change the form to where anyone can do it, like I said before. And pretty much she does that, and pretty much does it like hits the pressure points on Mina, which kind of hurt her. But instantly when she tried to use her arm, it was weak. It was not to the point where it was limp. It was like it was shaky. She wasn't able to use her quirk, which shocked her, saying, "What?" With pretty much everyone shocked, with even Bakugo, because he never saw anyone. He never saw Karin do that. With Sasuke saying, "Huh, she's using that now? Huh, I think she's trying to show off." With Izuku saying, "Yeah, probably." Which I don't mind. Let her have her spotlight. With Izuku saying, "And you should try to also try to get your spotlight, Sasuke." With Sasuke saying, "Yeah, no thanks. I'm good with being in the shadows." With Izuku saying, "Come on. Besides, remember what you said?" With Sasuke remembering saying, "Yes, I do. And don't remind me. It's getting annoying." With Izuku saying, then at least try to get in the spotlight at least once in a while." With Sasuke saying, "Fine." With pretty much Mina saying, "What did you..." With Karin saying, "Don't worry, it's only temporary. It'll just be there for a couple of minutes. I can actually undo it after the fight, so don't worry." With pretty much Mina kind of actually... This is a new level of respect, because Karin actually never... no one never knew this side of Karin, which is kind of terrifying, but pretty much also cool in a way. And pretty much Karin says, "You ready to fight?" With Mineta looking at her shaky hand, and she just thinks, "What do I do? How can I..." With Karin saying, "Come on, don't worry, I won't do it again." With Mina saying, "Are you sure?" With her saying, "Of course, I promise." With instantly, Mina was about to go, pretty much went for a hit, and of course, mostly she tried to do roundhouses, push kicks, you know what I mean. And some punches. She tried to do it with the arm that actually works, you know. With, of course, Karin dodging, and of course, she actually did, grab the arm and try to, threw her over onto her back. Pretty much she did the same thing as what Izuku did to Bakugo, pretty much grabbing the arm and, throwing him to the ground, you know. With Izuku saying, "Oh, she copied me, didn't she?" With Sasuke saying, that isn't a first." With Izuku saying, "I'm fine with it. It's good to know." With pretty much Mina saying, "Ow," with Karin saying, "Sorry, not sorry. So, please stay there." Instantly, she takes out a senbon from, the little, one of her little wrist, things. Pretty much, she just throws it to, let's say it's, she throws it near the shoulder, which Mina tries to get up, but she can't say, "What the? Why can't I?" With, let's say, and pretty much Karin says, "Oh, don't worry, I paralyzed you for temporarily." Well, not paralyzed you, but mostly made your body stiffen to the part where you can't move. So, don't worry, it's just, it's only when you see the senbon there. When pretty much she looks at the senbon saying, how do you... With Karin saying, "Stop, don't worry, it's only temporary." And pretty much she goes to the bomb and just touches it. With Mina saying, "What? Whoa, so cool." But instead of being all mad about or sad about losing, she was actually really amazed and in awe of how well Karin was able to fight. And of course, Karin goes towards Zero and of course takes out the senbon on his neck, and pretty much Zero is still snoring. With Karin saying, "Don't worry, he's just asleep." With Mina saying, "Can you oh, sorry." With Karin saying, "Yeah, don't worry about it." Instantly, she just takes out the senbon with Mina pretty much getting up saying, "Ugh, God. Ugh, that feels weird." And she looks at that. She sees that her other arm that looked like the pressure points, and it has the little bruises too. We're saying, "Whoa, did you really have to hit me that hard?" With Karin saying, Sorry. So, where's Kirishima?" with Mina saying, "Oh, he's down there," pretty much pointing at the hole. And she goes down saying, "Okay," and goes down and sees a rubble over Kirishima, and she just, "Kirishima, are you there? Are you okay?" With Kirishima saying, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just taking a breather, you know." And of course, Karin just easily takes off pretty much the giant rock over him, and he says, "Come on, get up." And pretty much she puts out an arm for him, like a hand, so he can grab. With Kirishima blushing a bit, saying, "Yeah," and he takes it and gets up. With pretty much him looking at her eyes, and he just unconsciously says, "Beautiful." With Karin saying, "What?" With Kirishima saying, "Huh? Did I say that out loud?" With Karin saying, "Yeah, you did." With Kirishima saying, "Oh, sorry, it's just your eyes. They're really beautiful." With Karin saying, "Oh, thanks. You're not the only one that compliments them." But come on, let's go. The class is waiting. And also, and yeah, thanks for the compliment. But come on, let's go. And pretty much they go. And of course, every other fight goes the same way as canon. And actually, why not? I'll just leave it like this. Why not? And see you at part 13. Wait, yeah, part 13. Take care, everyone. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Good morning. Wherever you are, y'all take care of yourselves. Love y'all. Night, or whatever you are. Wherever you are. Bye.